Okay, right now we will discuss about another tool, that is Jira. This tool is um, incident management tool. So we need to understand. We will talk about what is incident and how it can be managed. Um, so the term incident can be recognized in this tool or in terms of managing our tasks. Incident term is used just as work. So any work is like considered in the system as incident. So incident management is nothing but work management. The overall work we have in IT industries, so that has to be managed, and there is a process or life cycle for that. We will just look into it. So the key point here is it helps testers tracking daily activities, but it's not a testing tool. Just make sure Jira is not a testing tool. So if a tester tests something and it finds any issues on during testing, that person can document it well, but this is not for test plan or test cases directly that can be managed that way. So it's like a tester's work activity tracking tool, you can say, but it's not only used by testers. Everybody use this tool. So the main purpose of Jira or a work management tool is to manage their work well and follow their life cycle of any tasks, like how the task begins and then it goes through different phases and it gets completed one time, or if there are any issues, it comes back and fix the issues and gets completed. It's like that. So we will see about the features of incident management system. So as I said, incident is nothing but work. So so incident first of all has to be created, and then all the information related to that work or requirements will be filled up on that ticket. So it's a ticket on a system, on a software. We can think that way, and then let's say we need some laptop or something, and then all the description will be there, like what kind of laptop we need and what is the work purpose for that laptop. All details we will provide, and it will have different phases. Each stage, like for example, it has been approved, so approve stage, my manager will approve that, and then it will go to different phases, like it will go to network support team, and then from there it will be ordered, and then order will be received and then shipped to the person who distribute all this equipments, and then somebody will deliver that, and then on certain office, and you have to pick it up. So all the steps or phases are there for this task. So that is the norm of incident. And then the stage or steps can be linked. Like for example, I created a ticket for a team that I need a laptop, and then that team will create a child ticket, like okay, we will not get the laptop, but we can order that, and then they will create another ticket for network support team or hardware installation team, and they will order, ultimately the hardware installation team will order ultimately the laptop. So there will be child ticket for that, and they will be interconnected. And then incident, they are categorized. So different kind of incident we have. Sometimes we have issues on our laptop, we call desktop service desk. So that is one category. So all this will be in one group. And then there are some general issues we need to fix. Some software oriented issues that are there. Some change that needs to be performed in the entire system. So that can be called as another category. So they all will be in one group. So it will be categorized like that. And then once an incident is created, so if there are concerned people on that, like for example, we need to make service pack changes or patching is needed, so obviously business will be impacted. So all the concerned people should be aware of that, and then they should be aware of the state that is there and all the changing states. They should be aware of all this, and others should be able to provide their feedback. So like approvals, okay, or any comment or input, they should be able to provide that there, and then they should be vote on any decision making, with for instance any bug is there, and then whether it's a right bug or not, they should be able to put their input there. Incident should be searchable, so somebody should be able to search an incident from a system. So This is, we are not talking about a specific software. It's just general how incident management works. So that's what we are discussing here. Incident should be searchable, and then report has to be generated from there. So all these features belong to incident management system. So talking about Jira is a incident management tool, and there is no acronym for Jira. JIRA is just a word, and then example is there, like for example, hard drive doesn't have space, so I create a ticket for additional hard drive. So that's a request, and it has to go to different phases. Now what can be tracked here? Any work in an organization can be tracked. Development team's task, any enhancement, any requirements collection, any task that is there, any bugs or defects, anything can be managed there. Okay, any service desk request, okay, all this will be tracked this way. So if we see this, that how we can manage this incident. So earlier we saw that we have projects in an organization, okay, and the concept of software development or software oriented issue. So there are companies that are project based. Okay, so we can consider that each issue or work has to be a part of a project. We can consider that way. This is just general thing, especially for software development. Obviously, software development is done through projects or project management system. So here, if we consider like a project is there, project has component and version. So component means we have any software in the market or web page in the market that has multiple components. We want to buy and sell product. I have sports store, I have grocery store, and I have dress material store. So these are each part are called as component, and they have different versions. So today that web version is like 1. Tomorrow there will be upgrade. They will name it as 2. So version is well suitable for software developers. So it has to be like that. Which version has issues? Old version or new version, or version 1, version 2, version 3. Now this is like to categorize the work. Now each project has work, okay, or issues, you can say work, and then work has 3 categories: requirements, tasks, defects. So for this project, like let's say we can consider like there are some requirements. So that can be what are the requirements that has to be fulfilled, or there are some tasks we have to do this, that, and then there are problems there with the software component and version. So this is the interrelations between these two, and then we have workflow, that we understand that every work has workflow. We go to different phases, and then there is a life cycle, and then that gets completed one point in time. So that is about workflow. We will see on a real tool like how we can do all this and manage all this work. So this image also represents the same thing. Issue is incident, okay, and then we have project, components and version, and then workflow we have. So this is little description on workflow. So we normally open a workflow, and then it gets assigned to different teams, and work in progress in that time. The state is work in progress, okay, or dependencies. There more steps can be here, and then once it's done, it can be considered as completed. So this is the main dashboard of Jira, and this is a web-based application. It can also be created as client-server application. So we can just request them, or we can purchase this licensing. They will come and install on our laptop, or we can use that laptop means a database server will be there, and then web application will be there. So client-server application will be installed in our system if we have the agreement or we purchase the licensing. On the other hand, we have web licensing that we will see that we can use from website, and the database will be in cloud, and we can just use from their website. Normally the software is purchased and locally installed on most of the companies. Now This is the dashboard. Dashboard implies what are the incidents that I have. If I log into the system, what are my projects? These are my projects, and what tickets are assigned to me. Okay, I'm working on this projects, and then ticket will be assigned. I will be able to see. Okay, I can create new ticket, and then there will be workflow. I will provide all this information. We can do all this work here. So here is the button of create new one, and I will declare there what is the name of the project, and then component. All this we will provide. So this is the tool, and where we can provide all this information, project name, and then issues, priority of that, component name, and then all the version. All this information we will provide there. Assignee, environment name. Environment can be called as we can have multiple environment. It's totally based on business. So term sometimes used as environment for any specific business, or Windows platform, or Windows environment, okay, or Unix environment, like that. So this is a page of creating issues. We can provide all this information while creating due date. What is the due date? What is the priority? Okay, component name and version. This is the same page. All this we will provide their information relating to our issues or request. There are some configuration field. If we click there are some configuration options for that. Like for instance, somebody needs to vote on this issue, to recognize whether it's bug or not. We should be able to set that, okay, people can vote on this ticket or not. So these are the features that can be set here. And then once ticket is created, so this is the ticket number. So SS stands for the project name, starts with the project name, SS, and then 1 is just a sample. And then we can change all this information here, whatever is optionable. So we have option to make any change, so we can do that. And the other things are peer review of test case documentation. We are seeing that for this ticket. So other people can also check that. As you can see here, vote. So vote feature is there, reporter is there, assignee is there. Okay, who is assigned right now, to whom it has been assigned. And then I can be watcher. I can set it up watcher there, and if anybody votes, I will be able to see. So here is watcher, and then voters. So on the main dashboard, once the ticket is created, I should be able to see here, this is the ticket that I have on my queue. So this is the summary report, like in 30 days, like how many progress we have made here. All this information can be achieved here for a specific project or for a specific ticket. As you can see here, agile is a different project management, and we know. So this feature doesn't come with Jira directly, so you have to buy add-ins. Add-ins means you have to pay a little more extra money, and they will give you additional software, and then you can install that, and this feature will be added into your system. And this is the part, if you click on the system, you should be able to see the report. And any issues you want to see a report on, you have to, this is the menu dashboard, projects, how many projects are issues are there. You can see recent issues or any other issues. You can just look into it. So main feature comes is a incident management system. Add-ins are there, belong to Jira is agile, okay, and then service desk, okay, or any other tools are there. This is the licensing agreement for that, for Jira. So $10 per month, okay, with just simple for project, for development is there, for service desk additional you have to pay. So this can be used either cloud or server, client server can be installed. Okay, so if it's cloud, you don't have to have a database server or web server. Everything will be there on this company's hand, which is not secured to have your information in others side, unless an agreement is there and it's secured environment. But most of the company prefers client server in that case. These are the features that Jira has. We can see here bug and defect management system. So if we want to manage bug and defect management, we can do that. So Bugzilla, we saw bug and defect management. So this is one of the feature of Jira. Once the ticket is created, you cannot make any changes on that. So all you can do, like it can be transferred, ticket can be transferred to one team to another team, and they will do their task. So request will go from one team to another team, following the life cycle of a work, and then once it's completed, it will be closed. So this is the option that you can assign on the ticket to somebody else. This is about logging work. So we can provide all the comment on how much work progress is done, okay, or any additional time spent. We can provide all this information. So this is the page where you can set up voters. So voters, you can set it here, and you can put their email address, and email will be sent to their email address, and from there they can even vote, and it will be received on the system. We can set watchers, including me. We can set out, like, whenever people votes, we will be able to see, okay, these are the votes that are there for this issue, or any input we need from different people, we can set it that way. To view workflow, we need to click here, and we should be able to see the workflow. So workflow will look like this. So create, and then go and start, and then progress, and then review, and then done state. So we may see additional information once we have real software. All the information we will provide, and status and everything will come. So additional information will be there in the real software. So that's all we have for Jira for now. Thank you.